Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Ty here, back with another Marvel Rivals video, and today we have a lot to talk about. There's some big changes coming to the game and new characters, crazy new team-ups, and yeah, there's a full-on healer strike happening in the community, so let's break it all down. First, let's talk about the new upcoming characters that are joining the roster. This week, we got Armor, who is a mutant. She's going to be a melee tank. She got confirmed. Hive, which is, I believe he's a mutate. He's a newer character for me. I haven't heard much of him, but I've heard like bits and pieces of him. But he's supposed to be a tank, melee tank. We've got White Fox. She is part of the Warriors of the Atlas. She's going to be melee support. We've got Forge, another mutant support coming through. And then we have Amaranth, I think that's how you say her name, which is apparently Scarlet Witch's protege. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, whether you're a tank main or a damage dealer or black plan support, there's something coming for everybody. For the early leaks and teasers, it looks like we got some new team ups coming up as well. They're switching up some anchors for team ups. Well, I should say introducing some newer ones. So we got apparently a new Hawkeye Luna team up coming. We've got a Rocket and Penny team up. Apparently Luna is going to be the anchor for this one, and Hawkeye is going to be the receiver for this. And then we've got a Venom and Jeff team up coming up, which will be Venom is going to be the anchor for this, and Jeff's going to be the receiver. So yeah, we've got some things mixing up in the community, man. Also, looks like they have been listening to our prayers because they have decided to finally fix Doctor Strange's MCU skin. Bro, like, it doesn't make sense for them to release it, giving us all the zombie royalty, and then we get the bullshit in the game. Excuse my language, but it's just a little bit of false advertisement, and a lot of people were upset, so they end up listening to us, answering your prayers, and we'll be getting it back. They also have added a new skin section that's going to be added to the store. It's going to be called the Punk Society. They've added Storm's Mohawk skin into it, so that's something that's new too. Also, I don't know if anybody was paying attention, but if you were paying attention when it happened, the Marvel Rivals Unlimited Thing costume is now available. So go check your Marvel Unlimited. What they did is they did like a monthly membership, or they gave you a free month and they gave you a free skin. So free stuff, man. They be dropping it. So go claim that if you have not already. We've also got some changes coming through. Looks like Dev Talk is gonna be, the next Dev Talk is gonna be about some nerfs and some balances and some changes that's coming through. Looks like we might be seeing some nerfs on Groot, Captain America, Spider-Man, and some buffs on Strange, Winter Soldier, and some strategists as well. I think that they ended up saying in the official news that they're going to be increasing the damage that supports do. And they're also going to be changing up the competitive performance points, because they've been seeing that duelists are receiving more points than strategists and tanks when they're performing exceptionally well. So, which is something that I've also seen. I've seen people that I play with that are like tank mains, or not tank mains, but that I've seen that are just that are like duelist mains, or damage mains. They usually end up with more points. Like whenever I play a damage character and I do pretty well, I end up with like 30 points versus like a support I'm like 20 or like 15. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that they're doing that, because I was like, that was something I was like, is this actually the case? We're gonna also be getting a mid-season update pretty soon here. We already know Ultron's abilities, of course, but we're gonna get like his team up ability confirmed, because I don't think they've released if he's going to be an anchor or not, or who he's going to be anchored with. But they're also going to be taking into account doing more extensive patch updates instead of letting people kind of sit it out, because that's kind of been an issue that people have been having, is that they are waiting too long to do updates. They also recently changed the proficiency. They've split it into two different sections now because people were spamming fucking Emma Frost shield in Doom match, which is something that I never thought people would just sit and do. Like, it feels like every season people were finding new ways to just try to cheat the system or make it look like they're more proficient than not. I don't know. There's also been some game modes that have been found in the patches where apparently these are just, it's up to speculation, so grain of salt, but there's gonna possibly be an arms race death match. There's going to be an assault mode, free fight mode, mystery hero, attack and defense, capture the flag, classic assault, and I'll leave them up. I'll post them up here so you can kind of read them here. But the team deathmatch mode, I guess control point mode, escort. I think they might just be trying to incorporate the different styles of the maps into different modes. So that'll be pretty cool, like multi-control or so we don't have multi-control kind of points, like if you'll have like a capture A and then progress and then, you know what I mean, like kind of like they have in Overwatch. So that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, let me see here what other updates we have. If you also have not picked it up, the Loki and Hela skin have released, and there's also a big bunch of blast mode that is released as well. So that'll be a free chance to get a free emote. If you want a big head in the game. But they are also just picking resolving some glitches and updates and stuff like that. So nothing crazy so far, but let's get into this healer strike though, because that has been crazy, man. I have been seeing a lot of like controversy and I'll post a little bit of it here, but from people saying like, hey, healer shouldn't be on the healer strike because it's just a game, to others like, well, if you're a real healer, you don't have to worry about this. I even seen this one dude who dropped a freaking alleged tutorial on how to be a better healer. And he literally said he turns his brain off, but then he explains his thought process, which is crazy. It's just a lot going on, man. My personal take on it is, I feel like the healer strike is very real, and it should not be something that is looked at as a brushed off situation, just because as a flex character, whenever I play healer, I will say that I'm usually out healing everybody anyways, but generally it's like you either get paired up with a healer who doesn't heal you, and so you just feel like your back is against the wall, or you just have teammates who are literally just don't look back, they don't turn around, they don't peel, they don't pay attention, nothing, and they don't care. And it's like, if you're a player who is strictly a healer man, you know what I mean, and those are the type of characters you enjoy playing, is healers, there should be some empathy for you being upset about people who are talking down on you, but you're also trying your hardest. Like it's just like it's a very depressing and daunting situation to be in. Like, you're healing your life away, and then everybody is not recognizing that you're doing your best, because all they can see is you're dead or you're dying or complaining about getting a dove. Now, I will say, some healers do not know how to use their communication systems, so they don't ping, they don't, use any of their stuns or anything like that, any of their cooldowns to kind of like buy themselves some time to kind of get away, because that's a big thing, is like being able to retreat when needed be. That way, if they don't see you, but they see you still alive, they at least know why you backed up. So yeah, this all kind of came across because of this guy, Necros, who's a streamer who is literally like, he's a terrible person. This guy is literally using his platform to down healers. And then when it's been brought up that the strike is partially because of him, this man is double downing on the fact that healers are stupid. It's the most brain dead role. But this man plays like high diff. He plays high skill ceiling DPS, but he doesn't really have a high skill ceiling. Because if he did, he wouldn't complain about his strategies, and also he would understand that the healing role is not actually easy. Like, yeah, it's easier abilities, I would say, but it's not easy when everybody is on your butt. And I've literally seen DPS players who've played healer just because, and then they will literally be like, bro, I can't do anything, I'm getting cooked. Like, yeah, welcome to the life, man. And so they'll swap to like a Adam, and it's just like to try to DPS, and because they know in their heart of hearts that they have to do that. They're panicking. They're having the same type of frustrations as the healer mains, except for we prioritize helping the team versus helping ourselves because we're dying so much, or we keep getting dove and nobody's paying attention. That's when you just try to communicate as best as possible and hide. But that's my personal take on it. But I just personally feel like the heal trek is very real. And I feel like it's gonna be for a while, especially at the higher ranks. Like if you're not queuing with people like a group or something like that, then you're gonna see this a lot. Especially in the higher ranks, just because healers are important. It's extremely important, and people should value their healers a lot more than they do. So we officially have the information that we're needing for the patch notes, so I'll post that up here as well. And then Friday, May 2nd, by the time this video is dropped, this should be pretty early information then. But we get 2 new skins for the Hellfire Gala. We get a Thunderbolt skin for Winter Soldier, and then we get 2 Hellfire Gala skins. We got the one for Wolverine and then the one for Black Panther coming out. And yeah, so just stay tuned for more updates. I'll try to keep you guys updated pretty often because I'm always looking at the freaking information. It's like my life right now, man. But yeah, I will talk about these patch notes here. I agree/disagree. I'm actually glad about the Adam one and the Mantis one. The Luna one I feel like wasn't really needed, but I'm actually glad about it. And then the Cloak and Dagger one I feel like is low-key pretty strong. So yeah, just be on the lookout for the new meta and the changes. Eventually I'll make a tier list once everything is kind of like settled, because a lot of things are changing right now and they are definitely making sure we know it. So yeah, well, I thought that was going to be all the information, but by the time this video is dropped, I have new information. Like, we've got some new skins coming out. We've got more. They're more to deal with the story of the gala, and some Infinity Comics. Well, some of the Marvel Rival Infinity Comic skins. So we got a Squirrel Girl skin. We've got the Rocket skin. That one is already out by this time. And then also, I don't know if I mentioned in the previous, but we have the Black Panther and Patch Hellfire Gala skins that are coming to. Patch is free. You can go now and complete the challenges. It's not completely over. At the end of the challenge, you get to pretty much vote best dressed in the gala, and I believe they get a new skin for the next gala. So look out for that. And then there's also the Black Panther skin. My boy is looking dapper as ever, of course. And then we've got some more of Momoko's, I believe that's how you say the artist's name. She does the alternate, the Ultimate Comics art for some of the characters. So they've been dropping, I know you guys seen the Loki one and the Hela. So the next one that's coming up is going to be the one for Punisher, and then they're going to drop Namor's story skin, essentially. So yeah, that's all I have for you now. And this video we posted, so be on the lookout for more updates. Thanks, and inserting the clip of Mr. Necros' opinion on the healers. Let me know what you guys think.
I will be honest. When I think about it, let's all collectively give our opinions at the same time. So I'll ask you guys, who do you guys think, on average, are the worst players on the team? Which role typically has the worst players? If I asked you guys, DP, you guys are saying that ironically. You guys know it's the support players, bro. You guys know it's the fuck.
That's the end of this video. Officially, stay smooth.